Recently, the South Korean Constitutional Court delayed the sentencing of pro-coup President Yoon Seok-yeol, and many people have been suffering from so-called coup depression. The term is a neologism that reflects the recent situation. But did you know that even without a coup, South Koreans already have a serious depression problem? Surprisingly, the prevalence of depression among Korean adults is 36.8%, the highest among OECD countries. In other words, nearly 4 out of 10 adults suffer from depression, compared to 8.4% in the EU and 4% worldwide. Worse, only 11% of depressed Koreans receive treatment, compared with 66% in the US and over 50% in the OECD. Antidepressant use is also only 1/3 of the OECD average. In addition, Koreans often have difficulty expressing their emotions, making depression more likely to lead to suicide. In fact, about 2/3 of depressed people have suicidal thoughts. And South Korea has the highest suicide rate in the OECD, with 27.3 people taking their own lives per 100,000 people. So why are Koreans so depressed? Korea has survived numerous foreign invasions throughout its history, especially during the Japanese occupation, which resulted in the accumulation of psychological trauma due to loss of national identity and oppression. Koreans also have a unique emotion called Han, which is a complex emotion that includes feelings of injustice, helplessness, and pain. Similarly, illness is a characteristic of Koreans, where suppressed anger and stress manifest as physical symptoms. In the modern world, stress caused by fierce competition and economic instability is a major cause of depression. Unemployment and financial insecurity are among the major causes of depression. The lack of a social safety net also plays a role, as people feel threatened by the lack of a social safety net. In The Birth of the Korean, Hong Dae-sun presents an interesting perspective. Koreans have the lowest levels of serotonin, a hormone that provides a sense of well-being. Koreans, Chinese, Japanese, and Taiwanese are the lowest serotonin-producing ethnic groups in the world, but the uniqueness of Koreans lies in a substance called anandamide. Anandamide is a compound produced by the human body and is called natural cannabis because it is similar in action and efficacy to the core ingredients of hemp and is said to make people happy for no particular reason. However, Koreans are the most pessimistic people in the world because they produce the least amount of anandamide in the world. They don't smile for no reason and don't welcome others. But what's interesting is that the most depressed and pessimistic people in the world have transformed themselves from a developing country into a developed country, the only one in the world, because they lived so hard to overcome the threats to their survival. And they overcame the coldness in their hearts by working. It's because they are depressed and have a lot of coldness, but it's also because they have a lot of excitement. I hope that Korea will become a country where the depression index drops dramatically by creating well-designed institutions to eliminate social polarization and by having a good social safety net. I hope that the Constitutional Court will soon release Yoon Seok-yeol, the leader of the insurgency, to allay people's fears. The situation of the uprising will remain traumatic for many people, but Koreans have always had the ability to overcome difficulties, right? I send my sincere support and encouragement to all those who are creating a revolution of light. Keep up the good work, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!